Hey guys, welcome to another video, and today we're going to talk about two things that are kind of connected in one. So, for honesty's sake, I'm going to split this into two topics in one video. The first topic is, well, the overall topic has to do with the next Arrowverse crossover, which I am drawing on Blink, which I am on my uh, PlayStation 3 right now. So give me a sec as I pull the name of the crossover up. So the next crossover is Crisis of Infinite Earths. Sorry, I had to double check on my on YouTube to the PlayStation. But so this essentially is one subject, just too many subjects combined into one. So the first one is Black Lightning. I want to get into Black Lightning first before I go into the other news. Black Lightning is supposedly going to be in the Crisis of Infinite Earths, and truthfully, I'm excited. I mean, Black Lightning is DC Comics, and Arrow, the Green Arrow, the Team Arrow, Team Flash, Team Legends, and Team Supergirl are all DC Comics. So I kind of expected them to make a crossover with Black Lightning sooner or later, since they are both DC like all companies are all like 5 shows are owned by uh, DC Comics. So like I said, I'm not really surprised. And to be honest, I was hoping for it too. I mean, Black Lightning does make a pretty good standalone show, and I don't think it necessarily needs to be connected to the Arrowverse per se. But to be honest, seeing how, and I have my arm in between my legs, so I'm not touching my crotch. Sorry, but so I'm not surprised that what was I gonna say? I can't see Black Lightning being a good standalone show. I didn't think, hey, Black Lightning needs to be connected to the Arrowverse to survive, because the first 2 seasons were great. I did not get the feeling that it was necessarily connected to it, the Arrowverse, outside of being the same comic book company. But there was that other part of me that was saying, you know, even though it doesn't need to be connected to the Arrowverse, I would like to see Black Lightning interact with like Green Arrow, the Flash, the Legends, Supergirl, potentially, because I've heard she's going after the Crisis of Infinite Earths, that she's going to be in Earth 1 now, which I'll make another video if you guys want me to. But uh, yeah, even though I think so far the trailers are still cringy as hell, I would be up to seeing Batwoman being a part, like guest star on uh Black Lightning, because I always said in the last crossover, Arrowverse crossover, I did like Batgirl's introduction, her cameo in the last Arrowverse crossover, because the Arrow, the Flash, Green Arrow, Flash, and Supergirl all went to Gotham. And besides getting Batman, we got Batwoman, which, like, I liked what they did in that crossover. And the trailers for the Batwoman show kind of made me go about the show. But I already made some videos about that show. The trailer, I mean. How it looks boring and cringy and stuff like that. But, so I'm happy to see Black Lightning being able to interact with Team Arrow, Team Flash, Team Legends, and Team Supergirl. Or Team Kryptonian, as I am going to modestly say about Supergirl. Because, you know. But, so that's the first part I wanted to get into. Like, Black Lightning being part of the Arrowverse is not exactly needed, but I'll accept it. And I personally wanted it. And I hope they do him justice, like in the Arrowverse crossover. Have Thunder and whatever Black Lightning's other daughter is going to call herself. And by the way, if you guys don't know who, like, what Black Lightning is, if you know who Static Shock is, Black Lightning is like an older version of Static Shock practically, but he's not Static Shock because they're two different people. Uh, but I wonder what the daughter's name, like the youngest daughter, is going to call herself, because in the show, Black Lightning has two daughters. The oldest one has super strength, and she calls herself Thunder. So she's pretty much like Mr. Incredible in terms of superpowers. And then the youngest daughter, she has like lightning powers like her father. Watch this going to be called like Recharge or something. Because there was literally one scene, like a few scenes where the youngest daughter recharged Black Lightning. So watch it's going to be like Recharge or something. I don't know. But, so yeah, it makes, overall, even though it's not exactly needed for Black Lightning to be in the Arrowverse, I am welcoming it with open arms. Especially since I love the 2 seasons that we've gotten so far. Now, the second part to this video is Kevin Conroy. He is my favorite animated Batman. My favorite Batman that he has been in, like Batman game or my favorite version that Kevin Conroy has done for Batman is when he was in the Arkham series, which was Batman Arkham Asylum, Batman Arkham City, and Batman Arkham Knight. Batman Arkham Origins was the only Arkham game that he wasn't in, because Batman Arkham Origins was supposed to be like a younger version of Bruce Wayne, and it was like a year into his Batman-ing, so I guess he sounded different. But so the reason why I bring Kevin Conroy in, because he's like the voice actor of Batman from like Batman animated series, Arkham games. He was, except for Arkham Origins, he was in Batman Arkham, Batman Beyond, the Justice League Unlimited, and a few other versions of Batman he was a voice to. So he's going to play Old Man Bruce Wayne in the Arrowverse. And to be honest, that is so cool. I mean, if Adam West was still alive, I would say, yeah, let's bring Adam West as Old Man Bruce Wayne, because, you know, Adam West, he's like, I believe he's not the original big on-screen Batman, because there was one that was in black and white, I think, that came before Adam West. But Adam West, for me, was the original live-action Batman in general, for me. And even though he was the coolest Batman that I've seen, it would have been cool to see Adam West being Old Man Bruce Wayne. It would have been cool to see him make a cameo in like the Dark Knight trilogy as like in one of the 3 movies, but you know, but if I had to pick an actor outside of Kevin Conroy, I would have chose, if Adam West was still alive, I would have chose Adam West. But Kevin Conroy is a really good choice too. I mean, for me, Kevin Conroy is the Batman in the animated world, and for a lot of people as well. And so when I heard 2 days ago that Kevin Conroy was going to reprise his role as Old Man Bruce Wayne, because he did Old Man Bruce Wayne in the Batman Beyond show, I said, yes, I get to see him as old man Bruce Wayne, but in live action form in the Arrowverse, which I enjoy the Arrowverse. Uh, and hopefully, this will open up the door for a Batman Beyond movie where we'll get to see Kevin Conroy also be playing old man Bruce Wayne. I am giving you ideas. I'm trying to give you ideas, DC Comics. I mean, you should do the whole Batman Beyond thing. I mean, a lot of fans will love it. I mean, CGI and special effects are on point now, where you can make a Batman Beyond movie. I mean, I bet a lot of people wouldn't mind, especially if you do it right. And so I wonder what they are going to have him do exactly. Just sit around using a cane like Bruce Wayne did in the Batman Beyond show, or I wonder if we're going to also see Kevin Conroy in a Batman suit. Because I personally did not hear much about Kevin Conroy being Batman outside of the fact that, hey, Kevin Conroy is going to be Batman in the Arrowverse in the next crossover, which makes me also wonder, is he going to be in Batwoman? I mean, most likely. I mean, from the way the trailers looks, it looks like the first season is going to be like a prequel. Unless if, like the prequel is how the woman became Batwoman. And then second season, I guess that's where they pick up. I don't know. Unless if they're going to pull an Arrow, where they have flashbacks and present day. But, yeah, and I'll make that another video, because, I'm just excited to be able to see Batman interacting with the Green Arrow. Because Batman, I'm hoping they'll do that. Because Batman and the Green Arrow are my two favorite DC Comics heroes. Like, main heroes. You can count Nightwing as one of them, like, in the top 3. Because, originally Nightwing was Robin, and then he came off doing his own thing and became Nightwing. But it would be cool to see Stephen Amell's Green Arrow interacting with Batman. I mean, did they tease Batman in the last crossover? I mean, yeah, they did. Kind of tease Batman a bit. Even though they showed Batwoman, but they did tease Batman a bit, like reference to Batman a few times in the last Arrowverse crossover. But, and they even make references to Batman and Supergirl too. But, yeah, Black Lightning and, Kevin Conroy as Batman joining the universe. Arrowverse, I mean. I'm excited. I'm really excited. It's just going to tell you that this crossover is going to be big. Because they did kind of tease this crossover in the last crossover, and the ending of the last crossover, but you can tell this is going to be big, especially if they're going to bring Kevin Conroy. If they bring Kevin Conroy, you know it's going to be big. Alone. I bring Black Lightning, who can potentially stand on, can stand on his own 2 feet without really being connected to the Arrowverse. If they're bringing that into the Arrowverse, it's big. And it's really big when you bring those two into there. Like, oh. But I am kind of nerdy now right now. I'm kind of containing it, but inside I'm like really nerding out. I just want to jump with joy, run across my house, being right up this hill, because I'm that excited. But anyways, what do you guys think? Are you guys excited for Black Lightning and Kevin Conroy as Batman to be in the Arrowverse? And which one are you guys more excited for to be in the Arrowverse? Black Lightning, Batman, or Kevin Conroy as Batman? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Whichever comes first. I mean, tomato. I mean, I'm gonna stop before I make this word. See ya.